there, and welcome to installment 15 of Achieve Wellbeing. I'm Dr. Lisa Kirk Brown, Doctor of Public Health with almost 30 years experience in preventive medicine, retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, and disabled American veteran. Today I want to talk to you about relationships and emotion, the second element in the spiritual aspect of well-being. I placed relationships and emotions under the spiritual aspects of well-being because we've all had relationships and emotional states that have elevated our spirit and helped us feel like we could soar and accomplish basically anything. My academic advisor at the university for my doctorate was this way. I still have a relationship with him today. He's a great guy. I'm so thankful for him. He made me feel as if I could do anything. And I just really admire him for that, his leadership ability. And then we've all had relationships that have brought us down. And there's a term in the Bible that iron sharpens iron. If you surround yourself with people that make you better and hold you accountable and help you become a better person, the best version of yourself, then you become that. And if you surround yourself with people that bring you down and create in you just an okayness or whatever, then you strive to that level. You can see that in the Olympics. The Olympics are going on right now, and in the swim team in particular, I can see them just elevating each other. I think Michael Phelps has really elevated, and Katie Ledecky, she's so fast. I think they have elevated U.S. swimming to a point that it's undefeatable, really. And so this concept of relationships and emotions go hand in hand, and so I lump them together. While I'm not an expert in this area, I want to provide for you 3 steps and some tools to, I think, better your relationships and your emotional well-being. So let's get started. The first step that I want to give you for relational and emotional well-being is to conduct an assessment of your relationships and to be mindful of your own emotions. So I recommend reaching out to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a social worker, a pastor, etc., so that you can find the best assessment, personal assessment of your emotional and relational well-being. I have a tool for you here that I would be happy to email to you. Again, my email is drbrown@gmail.com. This is called an emotional wheel, and this breaks down emotions into 6 basic emotions: fear, anger, disgust, sad, happy, and surprise. And branching out from all of these are different emotional states that you can feel. And I think a lot of people don't understand that emotions are so varied, and I think especially in the military we're taught not to feel all these things, as well as not to go to counseling and not to go to therapy. And so I want to promote in my retirement that we actually do this, that we actually understand our emotional health and understand our relationship health and seek to have a comfortable, healthy, and happy relational status as well as emotional status. Once you do this assessment, the first step, the next step would be to work towards healing those relationships and emotions through counseling, through therapy, through hypnosis, through light-based therapy, EMDR. There's tons of different tools and therapies available today that are effective at healing relationships and healing emotions. We're going to talk a little bit more about personality and setting boundaries and other things in later aspects of Achieve Wellbeing. But for now, I want to say that step 2 would be to work towards healing. I believe that all relationships can be healed. I also believe that all emotional states can be healed. They may require some medication. For example, some depressions are linked to a biochemical reaction in the brain that may need a medication. But as you work through your assessment of your relationships and your own emotional state, as well as the therapy to heal the relationships and emotional state, you'll discover what is needed for you specifically. It could be any of those things. And I want to take away any of the stigma of any of those things right now and say that it's no different than having cancer or anything else. If your relationships aren't healthy, there's a way to heal them. And I firmly believe that. And I do believe in the counseling and therapies that are available in modern medicine today. Mindfulness, as we mentioned in the last installment, is key in understanding our relationships and our emotions. And really getting apart, getting aside alone, and prayerfully or meditatively understanding what's going on inside is a key to this assessment and this healing aspect. All right, now the last step is self-compassion and positive self-talk. These are absolutely essential to emotional well-being and to relationship well-being. Mindfulness can assist in uncovering our own self-talk. Again, professional counseling can assist with resources to explore self-compassion and happiness psychology. There's tons of resources out there available. There's a book called Self-Compassion. What our tape recorder says in our head is really important for our emotional well-being. And getting that tape recorder to be a little more honest and a little more compassionate is a good thing. I am a firm believer that we need to grow and become better adults as we age, but I also believe that we should be our own best friends, and we should treat ourselves like we would treat someone else. I think that we should be our own best friends. And so I would encourage all of you to not only seek out an assessment of your relationships and your emotions, but also to heal them, and then remember to be self-compassionate and use positive self-talk, understanding where you've come from and what you've done and where you've been. And especially if you have PTSD or any other type of trauma, understanding why your reactions and why your emotions are what they are is really imperative to getting healthy and to having comfort, health, and happiness in your emotions and in your relationships. I believe it's possible, and I want to encourage you to do that. All right, thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to the next time when we discuss nature and how it has an impact on the spiritual aspect of well-being, what the medical research shows. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you're having a great year. Thanks so much. Bye.